Have you ever wondered why you should never replace a blown fuse with a bigger one? Maybe your radio stopped working. Maybe your power windows quit. Or maybe your cigarette lighter keeps blowing the fuse. A lot of people think, instead of replacing another 15 amp fuse, I'll just put in a 20 amp or 30 amp fuse. It seems like an easy solution, but it can actually create a much bigger and much more dangerous problem. To understand why, you first need to understand what a fuse actually does. Most people think the fuse protects whatever stopped working. It doesn't. The fuse protects wiring. Every wire in your vehicle has a maximum amount of electrical current it can safely carry. That limit is determined by the wire size, called its gauge, the length of the wire, the insulation, and how the manufacturer designed the circuit. Engineers choose a fuse that will blow before the wire gets hot enough to be damaged. Think of a fuse as the weakest link in a chain. When too much current flows through the circuit, the thin metal strip inside the fuse heats up and melts. The circuit opens. Power stops flowing. The wire is protected before it overheats. Now imagine replacing that 15 amp fuse with a 30 amp fuse. The wiring was never designed to safely carry 30 amps. Now the wire can continue heating long after the original fuse should have opened the circuit. As the wire gets hotter, the insulation begins to soften. If the temperature continues to rise, the insulation can melt. Once bare wires touch metal or each other, the short circuit becomes even worse. In extreme cases, that heat can ignite nearby plastic, carpet, insulation, or other combustible materials. That is one reason vehicle electrical fires happen. Let's look at a real-world example. Suppose your power seat has a motor that normally draws about 8 amps. The manufacturer installs a 15 amp fuse. One day the seat track becomes jammed. The motor can no longer turn, but electricity is still flowing. As the motor struggles, the current increases. Instead of drawing 8 amps, it may suddenly draw 20 or 25 amps. The 15 amp fuse blows exactly as it was designed to do. It prevented damage. Now imagine replacing that fuse with a 30 amp fuse. Instead of stopping the current, the overloaded motor keeps trying to run. The wiring heats up, the motor overheats, the switch may become damaged. Eventually something much more expensive fails. The blown fuse was never the problem, it was the warning. Another mistake people sometimes make is wrapping aluminum foil around a blown fuse or inserting a piece of wire where the fuse belongs. That completely bypasses the circuit protection. Now there is nothing left to stop excessive current. That can destroy expensive electronic modules, damage wiring harnesses, and create a serious fire hazard. Modern vehicles contain dozens of computers. Replacing one body control module or engine control module can cost hundreds or even thousands of dollars. A 50-cent fuse is much cheaper than replacing a wiring harness or an electronic control module. So what should you do if a fuse keeps blowing? First, replace it with the exact same amperage rating listed by the manufacturer. If it blows again, don't keep installing more fuses. Find out why. The problem could be a shorted wire, a failed motor, a damaged switch, a pinched harness, or even water entering an electrical connector. The fuse is simply telling you that too much current is flowing somewhere in that circuit. Fix the cause, not the symptom. The next time a fuse blows, remember this: the fuse sacrificed itself to protect your vehicle. Respect what it's trying to tell you. I'm Kevin with Kevin's Mobile Automotive Repair, and this is part of my Have You Ever Wondered? Why series, where I break down real automotive questions people ask every day.